What's up, YouTuber? Red Crimson Gaming here. Today I got for you a game by the name of Raidou, the Mystery of the Soulless Army Remastered. This is an old series that began in the PS2 era, a series I've never heard of until now, when Nintendo revealed the Switch 2 and the launch titles that will be available for it. I saw this game, the gameplay. I thought this game looked really good and really interesting, and it actually is. So basically, Raidou Kusanova 14, he's the 14th in line. Basically, he is a devil summoner, young junior detective that's actually really good at his job. That's a kind of crazy job and an interesting job at the same time. So basically, as a young detective, devil summoner, you go around solving cases for people, you know, doing the detective stuff. So the game is broken up into a series of levels, case files. I kind of like how they did that. So you have case 1, case 2, and so forth. I can't tell you how many levels are in the game. That's something you have to figure out for yourself. You know, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's pretty interesting how they have the game broken down in cases and whatnot. And the cases are very interesting, guys. So let me tell you, man, this game is really good. And I have here the Nintendo Switch 1 version. There is a Nintendo Switch 2 native version, but it runs in 1080p, 60 FPS, just like the Nintendo Switch version. But the Nintendo Switch version is actually 720p in handheld and 60 FPS. So on the Nintendo Switch 2, the native version for that system, you'll be getting a smooth 60 FPS and a little bit sharper visuals. From what I've seen, the game looks pretty much the same across the Switch 1 and the Nintendo Switch 2 version, but really I have to play to really see it with my own eyes and see that big of a difference. But from what I've seen on YouTube, the comparisons, they pretty much look the same. Now, the reason why I opted for the OG Nintendo Switch 1 version is because it's fully on cartridge, whereas it's a game key card on the Nintendo Switch 2, and I don't really support those game key cards, so it's either a native digital download for the Switch 2 version or getting the Switch 1 version, which is fully on cartridge. Now, anyway, so as I was saying, so this game is basically, you're a young detective, you're going around solving cases, and you're trying to get all the way to the bottom of the story, or should I say to the top of the story, and see why these string of cases are going on. So the string of cases you do investigate, which are broken up into individual levels, will lead up to the top demon, the top dog, who, you know, started this whole string of cases. Now, this game has awesome music. The soundtrack in this game is very good, guys. I'm trying to tell you that. When I'm in my car, I listen to the soundtrack. It is very, very good. You will be bopping your head to the tunes from this game. It is that good. The characters themselves, the NPCs, are very interesting, and they have interesting backgrounds. What really captivated me about this game is the art style. I do like how the game looked, the world, how it's designed, and it kind of reminiscence of Persona, the early Persona games, where when you're navigating the cities, like you have the top view, it looks like a map. It's the same thing here, but here in this game is actually done a lot better. The map is simple and easy to read with no problem. Really awesome game. I love it. The storyline is really what's going to keep you playing this game. Now, I've seen somebody talk about this game, they said the story is nothing to write home about. That is a lie. The meat and potatoes of this game is actually the story. Everything about it, the world, the lore, the characters, the different case files. I don't understand why somebody would say that, because that's really what makes this game very interesting, is the story. And it's broken down into case files, just like I stated earlier. So every case, I believe I'm on case 3 right now. And I love how it's broken down. It's broken down really in detective style. You know, like a story, like how can I say? It's really broken. The levels are broken down basically like how you would watch like a TV show. Like, you know, season 1 may be about, matter of fact, guys, let me not confuse you all. It's episodic. That's the best way to describe the level design of this game. Is very episodic. So episode 1 would be different from episode 2, and episode 2 will be different from episode 3, and so forth. So I do like how they broke it down like it's episodic, like you're watching like a series or something. That's actually pretty dope. And it'll flash across the screen and say episode 3, the missing girl, or episode 2, the red cape, and you have to find out who is this mysterious red cape guy. Awesome storyline. It will keep you playing. I've sunk 18 man hours into this game, so that's basically less than 24 hours, less than a day. But once you start playing this game and you get into the story, it will hook you, and you're going to keep on playing to find out what's going to happen next. You're going to keep on leveling up. And speaking about leveling up in this game, this game reminds me of Persona. And basically, Atlas made this game, and Atlas, we all know, made a Persona series. So this actually feels like a third-person Persona game, pretty much. Persona is turn-based. This is more action-based. So you run around the levels, you see the enemies via RPG style, turn-based RPG style. If you touch the enemy or you hit the enemy, you engage into the battle mode. And the battle mode, you can run around and you can hit people. So basically, it's a third-person RPG, pretty much. And when I first started playing the game, it felt kind of weird to me. I felt like, because I've actually played third-person games, action games, that's a lot better than this. But when you get used to the combat, the mechanics of the game, it becomes natural. You get used to it, and you look forward to the battles. And you have a lock-on system. You lock onto your enemy. You tap the shoulder button to switch to a different enemy, and you go and attack the enemy. So it's a third-person RPG. You can run around and smash your enemies, hit your enemies, beat them up, whatever. And you get a sword. Different swords. You get different axe. You get a sword, and excuse me, guys. You get several weapons, and you can level your weapons up. So the standard weapon that you start with, you actually level it up by finding materials. And you find these materials by defeating enemies via RPG style, of course, and they drop the items that you need to level up your weapons. And then you will go to this guy called Goldman, and pretty much he runs a shop in somebody's basement. And this is where you can level up your demons, and you can level up your weapons. And like I said, you can get a sword, you can get an axe, and you can get a spear. Those 3 weapons. And you can level up those 3 weapons. And each time you level up your weapons, they get stronger. You do more damage. You get perks attached to your weapon automatically, like replace your magic faster and so forth. So the leveling system on your weapons, you get features added to your weapons to make it better. Perks that helps you out while you fight your demons. You can summon your demon. You capture demons. You summon them once you capture them in battle to help fight alongside you. And you can level up your demons as well. And they have different perks, different attributes. Like, for instance, some demons will have scout, where they can scout the level, find enemies, and find hidden items for you. And then you can just walk around and get it. And every now and then, while you're walking around a level and your demon is following you, every now and then, in a couple of minutes, each of your demon will give you gifts, like stuff that you need, maybe like a health potion or materials to level up your weapons. It's actually really dope game. I mean, I can speak about this game on and on, guys. And capturing demons is easy. You have these tubes, they call them tubes in the game. They resemble like little, like thick pencils. And whenever you see a demon, you will hold the ZR button and press A, and that's how, if a demon is in your ring circumference, it automatically just sucks him in. Now, when you start out in the game, you only have like maybe 6 tubes or 8 tubes, and as you level up your character, more tubes are introduced to you. I think I can carry up to 16 tubes, which allows me to carry 16 demons, so you can keep leveling up. And you come across cool demons with different attributes. I mean, demons that have lightning powers, fire powers, all kinds of different buffs. And you can fuse these demons within that shop I was telling you about, and make new demons. So 2 demons will make another demon, and so forth. So you can either find them throughout the levels while you're playing, or you can fuse the demons you've already captured to create new demons. And some of the demons I've grown attached to because of their attributes that really help me out. I have a demon that has lightning power, wind power, and so forth. It's really interesting, guys. Love this game. This is a very great game. It's $50 at retail, and it's $50 in the eShop or whatever platform that you play on. I believe it's on Nintendo Switch, of course. It's definitely on Steam, PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's on Xbox. I haven't really checked into it. You know, Xbox hasn't really been so hot nowadays, but it's pretty much available on every platform that you can think of. But I decided to get it on the Nintendo Switch. It looks great on the Nintendo Switch, and it plays great on the Nintendo Switch as well. I have no issues. And for those of you that want to know, this game is actually backwards compatible with the PS2. So if you buy the Switch 1 version, you can actually play this game on your Switch 2. You get a steady 60 frames per second and sharper visuals. Awesome game. Love it. You guys check it out. You will not be disappointed. If you're into RPGs, you will love this RPG. I'm trying to tell you, it's one of these games. I think, honestly, in my opinion, Raidou, the Soulless Army, is one of the best launch titles for the Nintendo Switch. Even though it wasn't available day one, it came out, last week, I believe. But it is still in the launch window. So I will actually put this game as Red Crimson gaming recommendation that everybody that owns a Nintendo. As a matter of fact, you don't have to own a Nintendo Switch. Whatever system you play on, this is a game that you need to have in your library. It is that good. And that's what I have to say, guys, about this game. If you played the game already, let me know what you think about it in your opinion. And for those of you guys that have seen this game, I know you've seen this game, you just got your Switch 2 and you want to know what games to play, because I know that the Switch 2 launch library consists of games that are already available on current systems and it has came out last generation, and you may be looking for something new. Even though this is not a new game, technically it's kind of considered new because this was a PS2 game and it was only on the PS2 that I know of. It wasn't on any other platforms after the PS2 that I know of. So it's technically a new game in my book. So if you want something to play for a long period of time, it's going to keep you busy until you see a title that you actually want on a Nintendo Switch, this will buy you some time until that game that you're looking for releases, that new title that you're seeking for the Nintendo Switch. But this game, guys, I cannot stress how good this game is. I'm enjoying it, and when I'm done making this video, I'm going to go back into playing it. Very awesome game, very interesting story, very interesting characters, great music. And this game will keep you playing. Awesome game. I'm glad I purchased this on a Nintendo Switch because it has a physical cartridge. You guys know I'm a collector. You see all these games behind me. Gotta have that physical collection. This is one of those games that's so good. Sorry, I trip myself up sometime. The game is so good, man. Like, if there's a sale for the Switch 2 version or any other version, I may just pick it up on another platform. But honestly, if it is on sale, I think I would double dip and personally maybe buy it for the Switch 2, the native version, just to see how it looks and plays. I heard that it plays a lot smoother than the Nintendo Switch, and you guys may be saying, if it's 60 FPS on both systems, how's it smoother? Listen, the Nintendo Switch 2 is more powerful. It has the VRR, and that really makes a hell of a difference. The 60 FPS on the Switch 2 is not the same as the 60 FPS on the OG Switch. It's definitely a lot smoother and definitely a lot faster. It seems like it's even higher than 60 FPS is what I'm trying to say. But either way, even if you get this game on the OG Switch, you will not be disappointed. I have a video uploaded already where I played docked on the OG Switch and played on my Switch OLED, and it looks phenomenal, plays phenomenal. It looks the same like how it would look on the Switch 2, and that's what I'm going to say about this game, man. So I haven't finished it yet. I'm pretty far in there. Well, I'm maybe on like case 4, so level 4, and the levels are pretty long in this game. So far from what I play, it's a great game. I give this game Red Crimson recommendation. I give this game a 9 out of 10 because it is really that good. And this game is so good. I can't believe I missed it on the PS2. I would have loved to play this game on the PS2. And there are videos out there comparing the PS2 version to the remastered version, and I'm not even gonna lie, I do like how it looked on the old school PS2. Because remember, guys, if you're a gamer like me, you know, games that are designed around the specific system that it came out for, to me, it'll always look better. And in a lot of cases on the system it was designed for versus a remaster, because the remastered just never really comes out looking all that great on new system compared to the older system, because when games are made on specific platforms, the game is designed with the hardware in mind, the features that hardware can push out at a time and whatnot. That's why, for example, Alan Wake never really looked all that great on PS5, the remaster. The remaster pretty much doesn't look as great as on the 360, because that game was designed with the 360 hardware and limitations in mind. Even the fog and everything, it just looks better, guys. So I see the same thing with Raidou. Don't get me wrong, of course the remastered version of Raidou is going to look better than the PS2 version, but the PS2 version has a certain charm to it because it was designed around that platform with those features in mind. And I would love to go back and play it on that system, but unfortunately, you know, time is something I really don't have, and have to utilize my time carefully. And that's all about it, guys. I'm not going to really rant anymore. Raidou, the Mystery of the Soulless Army Remastered. Great game. Check it out. 9 out of 10, guys.